Hey, RPM Trade Vietnam in this bitch. What the fuck is up? What's going on in the world today? A whole bunch of shit going on in the shadows. We know that for goddamn sure. People that can't get into conspiracy theories they bug me. They really do. It's an annoying thing to watch somebody pretend to be virtuous and totally accepting without a second thought anything that they taught you in these bullshit schools, anything they say on the news, or anything that politicians ever fucking do ever. If you just accept it because they said it, and anything to the contrary sounds silly to you right from the start without you asking yourself why people would even say these things, you're a retard. And you don't exercise any critical thinking, because if you did, you would know by default you got to distrust government, you got to distrust sports, TV, movies, music. You got to distrust it all. It's a safe position to take, to just distrust it all. And then if you find later that there is no harm in it, or when you do your due diligence and you research, study, examine, and critically think about everything that's going on in the world that you claim to be so aware of, so smart about, you're a fucking grown-ass adult that deserves to be respected, well then you're probably a conspiracy theorist. If you are not a conspiracy theorist, I'm not going to believe that you're any of those other positive things in your adult life. Because we got an avalanche of reasons to not believe the government since 2019, 2020, when they did that pandemic bullshit. If you weren't awake, that should have fucking did it. If that didn't do it, man, y'all tweaking, man. What it is that I'm asking people to do should be something that they already have to do, almost as a defense mechanism. When you realize that you're being attacked by something much bigger than you. Government, can't trust it, period. Religion, can't trust that shit. You don't even know where the fuck it came from or what it is that it's really trying to say. Christianity is broken down into so many denominations that y'all are pitiful to me. It's a goddamn shame watching y'all do this crazy shit, this weird shit. And what it takes to break Christianity, which I assumed as a child was one thing, and then when you start learning that there's different denominations, you go, oh, y'all super tweaking around here. Y'all can't agree on shit. Did I just fucking muddied the waters? I don't know what the truth is. Just you got to know that right from the start. Now, if I just seem to be unconvinced by all of y'all, don't be surprised. Look at how you delivered this soul-saving message to humanity through this broken bullshit. Religion should not be trusted just because it's religion, or just because it's tapping in to some of the natural things. That's how the deception even works in the first place. They got to touch the shit that they know you're naturally going to be drawn to anyway. Your spirituality, oh, they got something for you. They got some tricks up their sleeves because they know you're going to go there in your life. And when you go there, you will find their deception. Just know that the deception is going to be there. You look at how sprawling the world is in communication, from the invention of the telephones, and mail carrying helped a little bit with newspapers and mail and shit like that. They helped a bunch. When you look at transportation with airplanes and fucking technology with these cell phones and shit like that, you can go almost anywhere on the earth, and the places where you cannot go still, and you can't get full disclosure of, just know that there's a conspiracy theory behind it. Let's talk about the words conspiracy theory for a second, the whole term. Some people, even people who rock with the idea that these things should be distrusted and examined, even those people still use the words conspiracy theory, the phrase, as if it's supposed to mean a wild idea of secrecy being used against you to control you. Even though that what in turns happens, the word conspiracy theory literally means an idea based upon some level of evidence, circumstantial or otherwise, that makes you think that two or more people have gotten together to fool anybody else about anything while hiding the truth and benefiting from it. These are the things that we expect. Go. I fell back real far for you to go. People don't know how to drive. Like, they wanted to go in front of me and I slowed down so that they can do that. And now they just fell back, and now they just refuse to go. I'll go there, bro. You should have been went, man. Y'all be being overly aggressive and then being too courteous. Fucking weirdos. There's no in between with driving. People honestly don't know how to drive. I drive by the book for the most part. I know what the rules are. When you turn onto a 2-lane street, you got to turn into the closest lane to you first, and then make your change if you need to. And people don't really do that. They just go for that fall in if that's where they intended on being. And I've been pulled over for that before, and have to explain it to me that that's what the issue was, which is crazy to me because then they get their nose going. They see a black man with dreads, they assume that the car gonna smell like weed. But anything that they can use to pull you over, they do that, and then it always turns into a reach for something more. What they have on paper in regards to the legal system, they have more control than what it is that you think that they have on paper, because they use what's on paper that they can go 2 or 3 steps even further into things that you would not allow them to gain control over, but they're capable of doing that. Like when a police officer shows up and wants me to ID when I'm doing an open carry demonstration, and I don't have to, and he knows that I don't. He knew that before he walked up to me, and if he didn't, he shouldn't be a cop because he's got my life in his hands while he's doing what? Like fumbling his fucking job? That's stupid. But I give them the benefit of the doubt to say that they do know what it is that they're doing when they ask me for the ID, and they know that I don't have to get the ID to them. But what they do know is that there's a chance that their presence in and of itself, because of what it is that they're wearing, will force me into a state of fear where I give a little bit more compliance than what's necessary. Out of the fear, they hope that it goes that far. So they're always hoping that they have what they have on paper, plus a little bit more, depending on how fearful and how submissive you are when they approach you. So fuck all that. You know the costume is bad, because if I put it on and pretended to be one of them, that's a serious fucking charge, because they know that if I do that, people are going to give in to me about things that would actually be a violation of their rights performed by me, who would not be a police officer. And they know that that's super bad for somebody to pretend to be an officer because of what the appearance is going to do to the people that you interact with. They know what the truth is because they called it something if you do it. And then when you say that that costume is fucking whack, that it is a costume, and that it's affording them the opportunity to do things that other men couldn't do, or else they'd be considered very wrong for doing, it's an admittance. They know, man. When you talk about conspiracy, yes, man. Fucking law enforcement is for controlling the people to keep us in line and working in tune to the rhythm of what the elite want us to fucking do. Who are the elite? The heads of industry of all of these big things that we see, that we know and love so much in the world. Big tech, big pharma, government bodies, religious bodies. These are all of the things that make the shit go round. The money, the religion, the war machine, the politics, the entertainment, the technology. All of these motherfuckers, they are aware of each other in their individual lanes of influence in the world, and trust and believe that when you get way up there in these industries, you have to join the club that is working together to move in a coherent direction to rule the world. And if you will not get in line with them, they will get you the fuck out of there and get somebody else that will, because all of these motherfuckers know each other. They are very privy and aware and appreciative to each one of these lanes of influence on the planet, and they all work together to get one common thing done, and that is for you to be unaware of how powerful you really are as a human being in and of itself, how your body works, so that they can fool you with this bullshit that they got going on with the big pharma shit, to the degree that they try to play you like they tried to play you with the pandemic bullshit and the stabby jab, the Fauci ouchie. They try to give you that shit. Well, all of that bullshit surrounding the entire thing. So much so that average people who don't even think like conspiratorially went, man, what the fuck is y'all doing? A lot of people like didn't trust that shit. A lot of people was just like, man, what the fuck is going on, man? Y'all seem strange as fuck with all of this shit. And I went, welcome to the party. They been strange. Where have you been? They got to go extreme like this for you to even perk up and say that you understand that a game is being played with you, and that you are kind of turned off to the idea of trusting them. and you think that they tried to play you, and you're kind of concerned, and now you're looking at other things, and you're willing to risk whatever health they said that you were risking for you to deny all of their strong suggestions of masking yourselves and getting the fucking stabby jab. Good for you, man. Y'all just took way too long, but welcome to the party, man. It goes beyond that. They've been doing this shit. Let's list off some shit real quick. Let's list off some shit that they've been doing. Y'all put it in the chat too. Name a conspiracy theory that you think people should know about, that they don't, that they're missing out on something because this conspiracy theory seems to be powerful and consuming of our energy, money, time, perspective, and all of that. Thanks for shouting out the shirt. RPM Trey Vietnam and this bitch. RPM Armor right here. Resist the political manipulation. I'm gonna put the link for the merch attached to this video. When it's over, I'll go do that. Yeah, the orange and the brown and the white and shit. I was trying to do something a little different. Trying to mix my color scheme up because I love red, black, and white. My grandmother always loved the color red. She had this soft, velvety ass fucking red furniture in the second living room in her house when we were growing up. And you know how black folks do it. She's from the South too. There was the plastic covering on the furniture so nobody could actually really enjoy it, because she would rather preserve it than allow anybody to enjoy it. But it had this little peel away section where you could open it up and test feel it when you was gonna buy it to see what the fucking furniture feel like. And it was this shaggy ass, warm, cozy, velvety fucking sectional that she had in the second living room. And we loved the way it felt, but there was the plastic on it, and the whole room was just red as fuck. And ever since then, I always loved the color red, and my grandmother loved the color red. She would wear it, furniture, cars, all type of shit. She really liked the color red. It stood out to her, and it did to me too, and it still does. It's my favorite color. So I try not to make all of my merch fucking red, black, and white. So I've been mixing it up using other colors, greens, blues, and other shit, red, white, and blue type shit, all that. But check the merch out, man. The merch goes anywhere from simple shit like this, resist the political manipulation, all the way to images with my face actually on it. On shirts, for example, one of the new designs I just put out there says, "Tap the keg, we dare you." And there's a picture of me with my AR on it, because really I feel like if you guys look at all of the conspiracy theories from like the moon landing, JFK, those are two of my favorite ones, Bohemian Grove, the statue of care, the cremation of care, whatever performance of a human sacrifice that they do at the Bilderberg group, Bohemian Grove bullshit. Y'all know about all of that shit. Alex Jones was actually behind exposing some of that, which makes me feel wishy-washy about it, because even though Alex Jones expresses a lot of dope-ass information, I also think that he is controlled opposition, because it's kind of hard to trust people who do and say some of the stuff that he does and says, but then he does something contradicting and counterproductive to the idea. And then I go, bro, I can't trust you, because I think you're trying to herd people down a certain lane so that you can give them the one or two pieces of information that kind of derails us. People that don't mention the Jesuits, who are really at the tip top of this thing from what we can see. You don't look at gematria, the Gregorian calendar, and where that came from. It's not the year 2024. That's not how long the earth has been here. We're counting from something, and we should realize very much so what it is we're counting from, and who finds that so important, and why the calendar changed. What was the calendar before they changed it? All of these things are very critical, I think, and we need to know this information, because one of the greatest conspiracy theories that I can think of is the English language, the Gregorian calendar, and the heliocentric model, how they all come together to form the English language. Hypnosis that's on the world right now, it's a real thing. It's called gematria. If you don't know it, you should look into it, and you don't have to like it or understand it. All you need to do is break it down scientifically and objectively, and stop putting your feelings into it. Is this a system that was derived and coded in the English language very much like the Roman numerals are? Is because the English language has a numerical value to all of the letters, and then all of the words that form create a combined numerical value based on the letters that make up the word to give you a number that's attached to rituals or shit that's inside of a religion and a culture that you are not familiar with, that's still being performed today. And you can tell that when you see the news and the people involved in some of these news events, the dates and the times and all this other shit, even the places where they are on the coordinate plane of planet Earth, on the latitude and longitude, the meridian, wherever they are on that, tends to be a ritualistic place in time to perform something that goes along with the religion and the culture that you're not familiar with. If you get familiar with the religion and the culture, then you go, okay, this particular day don't seem special to me, but it's special to them. Nothing better fucking not happen on this day that's special to them, that mirrors a ritual from ancient times that happened on this day, and it seems like y'all are celebrating this over and over again. It wouldn't take long for an alien species to realize that we were celebrating the birthday of a person. If around this fucking calendar, the same time of year, we start doing very similar things. There's the birthday cake, the party, the fucking invites, gathering at this one person's fucking house. You would go, you seem to be celebrating them, the day that they were born, and all this other shit. Maybe even the place, mentioning the place where they were born. Maybe he's still there. Maybe he goes back on his birthday where he was born to celebrate with all these people. You can feel the ritualistic things that happen in a birthday party. If you were an alien to the world, and was having to try to discover what it was that was going on when you recognize this fucking pattern. If you recognize the pattern of some of these ancient cultures and this ancient culture and religion and different events and things that happen, like Tisha B'Av, Yom Kippur, the fall of Babylon, and then how it coincides with other things that are still going on in today's world that are eerily similar in the location, the time, the place, the people involved, you would say this looks like a birthday celebration. Man, you gotta stop playing. Now, if the gematria points these things out to you, would you be like, that look like y'all just celebrated that ancient shit all over again today? That's crazy. It'll look like it. Then you'd have to say, I mean, y'all did that on purpose. Y'all didn't accidentally celebrate Yom Kippur with a fucking similar story that matches the fucking ancient story right here in front of everybody. Accidentally did that shit on purpose, motherfucker. You will see that shit. It's way deeper than going, oh, this number aligns with this, and then this word, and blah, 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 and if you subtract 5, and blah, that's not what's happening. That's not even what's happening. Y'all can't break gematria down to a bunch of funny fucking math. They make numbers look the same, and then you think that maybe it has something to do with it. If you're mirroring my daughter's fucking birthday in these events year after year after year, you're going to say, that looked like Trey got something to do with that. It's also aligning with his birthday. Now he's looking more and more suspicious. And then it aligns with his fucking first son's birthday too, and blah, blah, blah. If it all started to look like that, and it all looked like it still kind of has something to do with me, or it was something that was in my power, even if it was 200 years from now, you would say, somehow Trey is doing this. Because his daughter's birthday, his oldest son's birthday, who is his same birthday, because me and my oldest son have the same birthday. If things around me in my life that mirrors me, that mirrors ritualistic things, like the day that I started doing open carry demonstrations, the first time a cop asked me for my ID, the first time Cuz came out with me, if all of those dates seem to be mirrored and reflected over and over again in my own work and in work that you know has something to do with me that I established, and it continued 200 years later, you would notice that shit, bro. Especially if somebody pointed out to you, you would notice. When the Jesuits have done things that keeps getting repeatedly ritualistically repeated and reflected on years later, for you to not know that, okay, cool. When you learn their culture, their religion, and events in their history, you go, oh, okay, these are the days that these motherfuckers find special. It's got nothing to do with my personal belief about nothing. This is what it is, and this is what they do. I don't gotta like it, agree with it, or recognize it beforehand. You're telling me now, and I see it. Okay, what else you got? And then when you realize that they still celebrate these things by using celebrity deaths, sporting events, and all this other shit, then you go, did y'all do that on purpose to celebrate? Because you already told me that y'all celebrate on these days. Y'all do different weird shit. I don't gotta know it, like it, or celebrate it. I don't give a fuck about it. I don't even think that there's no magic power in believing in your God or nothing. It don't even take all of that. You don't got to adhere to none of that shit. Just know that this is the formula. This is their history. Now ask yourself, does it repeat in a way that it looks like a celebration? When you do that, You're going to go, the gematria helped me see that they are still celebrating this fucking holiday. They're still ritualistically doing stuff. Because it shouldn't line up like this. One number off and it'll throw it all off, but it just so happened to be perfectly aligned with a number system that they made. They made the number system, man. It's inside the English language, just like they convinced y'all that Roman numerals are fucking letters that equal numbers, man. They already told you the shit. And you said, okay. What? Stop playing. Are there any other languages that code they shit in numbers to make number and language fucking merge together to complete a fucking expression? Yes, other languages have done this before in the past. Go look it up. When you do this shit, you're going to start going, oh, that's what you mean by gematria is some crazy wild shit. Yeah, you don't even know what it is that's making me say that. You start judging whether you think it's legit or not based off the little bit of information I can give you. Go to Gematria Effect News 25 and watch the goddamn channel. Huh? See how many times he spooks you the fuck out. Because there's no fucking way in hell, outside of intention, could these things line up the way they do. To match fucking ancient cultures, the ancient culture, religion, events, human sacrifices, holidays, and commemorative fucking, come on, man. Y'all tweaking, man. Operation Northwoods. Huh? They try to convince JFK to allow them to shoot down a commercial airline or some shit that had American citizens on it so they can blame it on Cuba, so that they had a legit reason to fuck Cuba up back then. They wanted Cuba to fucking burn, bro. They wanted to knock that shit down and put their own shit up, which they still end up doing because, come on, man. The further you go into conspiracy theories, especially if you take gematria along with you, you'll say, this is what they want me to see. This is what it is that they did. Ooh, then you do that. That's what happens with gematria. Man. Behind every idol is a demon, yup. Waiting. Tap the keg. Engineer X. I tell them, man, let's just get this party started. Y'all sitting here pussyfooting around and playing the shit like we don't see y'all. Y'all want to fight. Put your fucking hands up. The government wants to fight, bro. They want to fight, and I'm tired of the tiptoeing and the playing. But they have to do this type of shit. They have to keep the moral high ground. That way, when they do shit to you, they can tell themselves, they can tell you as they're bombing you, they can try to write it forever in history that they were the righteous ones, and they had to stop the evil, violent, bad people from an uprising because America is full of fucking bad, gun-loving, fucking trigger-happy animals that don't deserve to have them guns. That's what they want to tell you. That's what they want to make the story look like. That's why you got to come out here like me, hugging everybody, proving it that if you wanted to do something, why has nothing happened but a bunch of fucking hugging? How the fuck, who gonna say I really wanted to do something to a police officer? Shut the fuck up. Way too late. I need the police officers to be exactly who they are so I can paint my picture, because when all of this shit goes up in flames, when they turn the lights off and crash that dollar, these cops are going to be people just like me. I don't intend no negativity towards them. I'm disappointed in the position that they took, because I think that if they were really smart and really want to be heroes, they would march on DC and tell DC to shut the fuck up and leave us alone and stop all the fucking threats about undebatable gun rights that aren't even up for debate at all. The Constitution set us up. That's another conspiracy theory. But Operation Northwoods, go look that up if you don't know what that is. Operation Paperclip, go look that up if you don't know what that is. Operation High Jump, if you don't know what that is, go look that up. Operation, fuck, what was that one? It was one that I just heard of not too long ago, and I was surprised that I never heard of it. I can't think of it, but I'm a literally write out a list of conspiracy theories that I find interesting, and then I'm gonna make a video about the list, an official list, and then I want to make a video about everything on the list, so that I can get the word out there to y'all that rock with the gun shit, but you don't realize that what made me who I am today was a plethora of conspiracy theories that I found to be absolutely true, circumstantially true, or potentially true enough that the trust is already broken. It's better to distrust them and then work your way back into some kind of trust or respect, or giving them some kind of peace to just kind of do what it is that they're doing. But I think you should start in the default position of distrusting them, because it's the safest bet, because they're crazy. And I already know that they want you gone. They want you dumb, deaf, blind, stupid, or dead or something. But anything to get you out of the way so that they don't, so that your stupid ass, since you can't even get through life, you don't even know that we shouldn't be attacking each other over skin color, regardless of what the news has to say about any fucking thing. And if you can't figure that out, they know that you're too dumb to handle the heavy things that they're actually handling, and they want your stupid dumb ass to just stay out of the way. If you want to fight about race, they encourage you to do that. And if you can do that, especially upon their encouragement, they know that you have failed the test and that you do not deserve to be involved in all of the bigger shit that they got going on, because they consider you dumb when you fall for this shit. The school system, all of this shit, man. They want you just like that. RPM Trey Vietnam and this bitch Wu Bang. Get a fucking gun today. Stop trusting them, and then try to be as smart as you think that you are. Try to actually be that and then see what happens. You will evolve. You will get smarter, but you're probably not as smart as you think you are, because even if you rock with what I got going on, even if you on the level and you understand the government really is the evil ones, and that something's going on, so much so that I think they want to break us soon. They want to break into a new age of government control on the earth, and I think they want satanic worship to be at the head of it, because those are the two things that rule the world: corrupt, shady, ultra-violent fucking government right in your face, and religious sabotage that really translate into a worshiping of what they call the devil or Satan or whoever, whatever you want to name this thing, because what they really want is you to worship the self, to be selfish, that you stand as an individual and almost nothing else, and only come together in their collective narrative in order to serve them, who are really egotistical, demonic, and devilish, because they will put themselves ahead of saving the world when they have the power to save the world. The elite, they do. They could save the world right now with everything that they have. And I'm not talking about save the world like, oh, okay, world peace. I'm talking about a literal, open-ended reach for freedom. They can feed all of the starving people. They can house all the homeless people. They can give up on fighting all over the fucking place and trade those energies for life preservation technologies, which they've already discovered. Big Pharma has been doing a gang of experiments on you to see what makes the human body tick. Anywhere from the stabby jabs, from the polio shit and all of that, from way back then and before, all the way up into the Tuskegee experiments, and everything, man. Balding, cancer, HIV, all of these things are things that they have conquered, and they know it. But they got to run the game on you, because they want to be the savior for the shit that they started. It's the Hegelian dialectic. This is what it is that they do. Peace and love to y'all, man. Open your minds up. Let nothing get by you. Stop letting things get by you. If you want me to respect you as a grown-ass man, then you have to be a conspiracy theorist. You have to take the position, even if you don't agree with them all, that's okay, but you got to take the position that you know that somebody's trying to fool you, and you're not fucking going for that shit, and if they're trying to fool you, you're going to fucking find out. You're going to find out if they're trying to fool you or not, because you very much do not want to be lied to about such serious things, man. Gematria, they take it seriously. They take it seriously. I'm going to take it seriously. I can't let my feelings about how strange I think that sounds affect how much credit that I give something like Gematria, especially when you fucking hold it together in your cognitive piecing together of the puzzle of the curiosity and the discovery of the truth of these things. They already told you Roman numerals. Why is that not lightening your mood up about Gematria when I point that out to you? Are you not considering that when you evaluate Gematria? Roman numerals, what are they? Letters that equal numbers. When I tell you that other languages have done this before, go look that up. What languages base their fucking lettering system on a number code? Look it up. When you see that there has been multiple, you go, damn, that's crazy. And when I say that English has done that, and that there's a coded system that you can find very easily, you should go, damn, I wonder what the numbers fucking say about the news when I read the news through the number coding. When you do that, you go, oh, y'all just celebrated an old Jewish or Catholic ritual. The death of a pope in the early 1600s or some shit. If you see them celebrate that in a way where an athlete with the last name Pope ends up fucking dying in the same way that the fucking Pope did, on the same fucking day, at the same time, and then the other people get involved, you go, man, what are the fucking chances 700 years later that shit will reflect that shit? Y'all did that on purpose. You know why? Because the names and the fucking calendar and shit y'all gave us. So that you made sure that these things were ritualistically performed. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. What? 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 How many times you gonna let it happen? Gematria Effect News 25. Go there. Go there and look and see how many times he's gonna blow your fucking mind with that shit. It's gonna make you feel strange. And you ain't got to take it serious like that. Just know that they do. That's enough for you to go, well, if you do, I do. I ain't got to agree or understand or live my life like that or nothing. But I will watch you do your shit what you do. It's like watching somebody do fucking classical fucking river dancing and you don't fucking dance like that. You don't, who river dances in the club? No one. But river fucking dancing has a fucking history, a fucking method. And when they do it well, you go, okay, that ain't my dancing style, but I know what it's supposed to be, and you're doing it well. Just know that what it is supposed to be when they perform these rituals, and just know that they're doing it well. Hitting the nail on the head every day in your fucking news. They are celebrating things that you don't see, and they're lying to you to help paint a picture of reality for you, because if they tap into the God code, all is numbered. They etched it on the outside of their fucking Masonic temple headquarters in D.C. It says all is numbered on the building, asshole. Looks like they're taking it seriously, don't it? This is just logical thought processes. They look like they're taking that shit serious when they say all is number. I don't have to understand exactly what it is that they're doing or saying when they do that. I just know that they're taking it serious when they say that. Now I want to know. That's it. I don't got to care after that. But I want to know what they care about so much. Tell me what it is that y'all care about so much. If you follow the Gematria, you'll see, oh, y'all care about this shit a lot. That's all you have to say. Because it appears that everything that they're doing lines up to the number code and system that they gave you in the English language and the Gregorian calendar and all this other shit. What 100 and what? There's the same number of beads on a rosary as there are moons between. I mean, as there are what, Earths between us and the sun or something. It's weird. 118. I don't know. It's crazy. There's the same number of double stitches on a baseball too that match the fucking Catholic rosary, the number of beads. Like, and then the guy that invented baseball is a Mason. He's a Freemason. He's a Jesuit. Like, we're pattern seeking people. I don't know why y'all think that this pattern doesn't mean anything. None of this shit is arbitrary. They mean to wrap you up in ritual, bro. When they hijack the God code, they think that they get favor for operating and manipulating reality inside the code so that it seems to fit. It's kind of like if you give me a jigsaw and a puzzle and I don't have all of the pieces, so I can't claim to be the one, but I just start cutting pieces and make them fit, and I never got these pieces from the box, from the puzzle at all, but I just started making them, and as long as I make them fit, and then I fake the picture that I'm making now, you'll say, that was the puzzle that was in the box, and no, it wasn't. Somebody just tapped in, man. Somebody just got the blueprint for this shit, and then they went, now I can give you the picture. So they believe that they are playing God by giving you the picture of reality, by making sure that everything they do is within the God code, all is number. And then they got you. Then they go, look, we won. We can play God, and we recognize the code. I don't know, man. Y'all will figure it out. I love y'all, but I really do wish that y'all would just like stop discounting things because it sounds weird to you. In order for them to rule the world, they got to fool the world. And if they fool the world, they can only fool you by putting it in places that you would not recognize, that you would not be able to stand up to, even if you notice them. This is where the power is going to be at. So when I say shit that you go, well, what the fuck is that? Then I go, yeah, that's where the truth is at. They did well. They put it in a place where you would not recognize it, or if I told you, you would deny it. That's why it worked. So now turn the fucking switch off and open your fucking mind up and ask yourself why they seem to care so much about these numbers like this. Man, I'm gonna bust out a river dance next time in the club. Do it, Engineer X. Bust that river dance. Bust that river dance. They be stepping. They be stepping. Tap the keg, motherfuckers. Man, peace and love to y'all, man. Rick James, Engineer X, Inspector Badgett. Man, what's up, man? Stanley, Crack Their Code. What up, Amy? Y'all go check out Crack Their Code too. She do gematria shit. Nice, sweet, calm, little southern little twang to her voice, kicking all the gematria, letting y'all know what's up, because these things can't be coincidence when it's aligned with a code system that they gave you and all of the news that they give you with all of the sports that they also gave you, because everything involved is them. Everything that they give you is involving the same group of people. And then y'all say that these things are unrelated, and I think that's weird to me. Y'all are weird as fuck. I can roll my eyes into the back of my fucking head how much y'all fucking annoy the fuck out of me. Fuck. Be distrusting. And you want to deny gematria, then you got to master it first. You got to know the code front and back. And then I'm going to need an explanation how the code go front and back and all this shit line up and it still means nothing. Now, how do you know that it still means nothing to the people that gave you all of the shit in the first place? They don't do shit arbitrarily. They are some powerful, influential people. I don't think that they play about nothing that they do. They're not playing. They're very good at, and they don't play about nothing that they do. So grow up. Figure it out. Stop letting them fool you with that shit. Sam Fisher in this bitch. What up, man? They say the greatest trick the devil ever pulled is convincing the world that he doesn't exist. And that's the truth. And it's not just, some people take that so literally that they say, okay, I'll believe that the red guy with the fucking horns and the tail and the fucking clawed feet exists. It's not about saying that you believe that the physical being is there somewhere or not. It's really about all of the systems of control are everywhere trying to get you, because what devil can ever be successful if he allows you some freedom down any fucking path in life? Every path is going to be clouded by the attempts to control you. Control your mind, heart, your spirituality, and all of that. That includes the religion and everything. They shake the religion up. They fuck the language up. They give you the fucking money system that's fucked up. The air is shit. The food is bad. Even the organic shit, you got to learn the fucking letter and the number code and the color code on the sticker on your produce to realize that you are or are not getting actual organic shit and what that actually means at all. You cannot go. There's nowhere to run. Nowhere to run. That's why I tell them tap the keg. Because we seem to be surrounded by all their bullshit. And I think they want to fight. Tell them just fight head up. That's where I'm at right now. That's what I want. I want in your face fucking fight. No more bullshit playing. Glock 19. No more bullshit and playing. Tell them just say they want to fight because they want to control the fucking world. They want a great percentage of us to be dead, and that the rest of us to be so frightened by the loss of life through whatever event they want to pull on us to kill billions of us. They want us to be so scared by that that when they stand up to say, I am your second coming to Jesus, I am your fucking global governance, and if you want me to save you from the shit so that you don't die like the other billions of people that have already died, congratulations, you survived. Step into my hands. This is where you are now, in my hands. Total domination now. That's how they can totally dominate the world, by being a savior to a catastrophic event that kills billions of us. I think this is where they want to go. I think we have nothing to lose but to fucking tell them to step out into the street and fight. Meet me outside, motherfucker. I'm talking about rolling sleeves up, hold my beer. Fuck that. They tell them to fucking come out here and fight us if they want us, because we're not going to fall for, oh, that was nature. Oh, that was an accident. Oh, that was a foreign invader. Man, that's America doing that shit. That's the U.S. government doing that to the American people, is what I mean. Fuck them, man. Wu Bang, get a gun today and stop letting them do that shit. They laughing at you, bro. They laughing at you.